Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. The teams then, Recife against Fluminense. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? They get a throw in. Crunching tackle. The shot's on! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage. Sometimes that's exactly the requirement to give you the early edge. Now for more.
Plays it back. No goals as yet. Goes for goal! Plays it out to the wing. Knocks it away. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Back into the middle. Now can he finish? That has put a stop to that. Not a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Enrique. Where to from here? And the whistle goes for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Forward, the score here still 0-0. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Fluminense playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Fluminense come into this on the back of a narrow defeat. Goalless still, either side really getting onto the front foot. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace, and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same.
Tries to get it forward quickly. battles to win it back. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hoists it high. He's had a shot! No mistake!
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless.
Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Recife saw first blood here.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Over to the left. Drives it in. In with a header! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Well, if something's going to happen, it's going to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Passes it through, and the flag has stayed down.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that is not the outcome they were after. A truly disappointing defeat. warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. And our live game is Fluminense against Sao Paulo. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
As you can see, we've already started here. That intervention was very necessary. Sprint it wide, cuts it out. Fluminense lost a tight game last time and are now looking to respond positively. Looks like a good ball through.
Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Looks to slip it through. And the finish! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Fluminense get themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the...
Has a pop! That really should have hit the net.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
The only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. He's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Gorgeous control there. Timely intervention. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Kicks it out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Forward it goes. Wrestled off the ball. There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. All the decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well, there's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Fluminense head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Fluminense going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Sao Paulo have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making. The shot's on! Knocks it away. Has a hit! Straight ball, can he put it away? In for the follow-up, and he's poked it home. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Fluminense themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Could move up a gear here. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Tries to stroke it through, float it through. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that's a throw.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Goes for the cross. Tries lifting it over. He's made sure that that won't get through. Rapidly approaching the end. Sao Paulo are moments away from yet another defeat. It'll be no points from the last 12 available. Gets it back. Well, they could break here. Tries a through ball. Oh, good interception. Just the goalkeeper's shot at goal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious. He's one of the biggest influences out there.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. I think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. And our live game is Fluminense against Ponte Preta. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Fluminense have a free kick. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Well, you don't know what you're doing, seems to be the message from the crowd.
Well, the fans are right, they're absolutely right. At the moment,
He's had a go! Good running with the ball, can they build on it? One shell pass, that's the message there. Fluminense still to register a shot on target. Now the pass. This is promising. He's hits one! It's in! And Fluminense take the lead.
well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Fluminense breaking the deadlock.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
So what now? Going through. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Tries a through ball. Now here's the through ball. Fluminense looking odds-on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Enrique. To get it forward quickly. We've reached half-time, so there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Fluminense leading 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second half.
Fluminense are going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Driving on now, what can they conjure from here?
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Ponte Preta, quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's got it. Big chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's been taken straight back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good progress, but he'll have to go it alone. Looks to thread it through. Hurls himself at it! It's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Ah, strikers love a diving header, and he timed that to perfection.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Fluminense get themselves a 2-goal cushion. Hoists it high. Played into the middle. Aimed long and direct. Looks to clip it forward. Shade too heavy. Keeper could pick that up. And that's that. Fluminense have won it. As much industry as inspiration. Whatever the formula, it has worked for them. Your final thoughts, Jim? think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. The teams then, Terima against Fluminense. Well, this guy's being talked about plenty right now, Jim. Just how good is he?
I think he's very good, and based on potential, he can go a considerable way towards the top. His development to this point has been almost perfect, and he can make a big pond look a lot smaller.
We have already started here. Out for a throw. Good idea, just poorly executed. Terima come into this match following a triumph for the boss last time.
Yeah, his hand was forced somewhat, Peter, because
He's had a go! Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? Oh, he's in! Terima have made this tremendous start, Jim. What's the reason for it?
well, I think team spirit. I think it's something that often gets overlooked, but this team has it in abundance. There's an unselfishness about them. They work for each other, and then some.
Who's he going to play in? Tries to stroke it through. Tries to get it forward quickly. Floats one over. Terima get it back again. Goes wide. Stick header! In for the pieces! That really should have hit the net.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, sweet feet from him there. Plenty waiting in the middle. Tries one! Good clearance and very necessary. He's gone for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much.
There's the end of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Fluminense have been defending beautifully lately. They continue each to cancel the other out.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
the second half, and still there's nothing between. The shot's on! No, not quite.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Fluminense may be thinking about substitutions now. They still have 2 available. Chance to break, and the weighted pass caps it out. Good ball, going for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, the weight on the ball was just perfect then. If only they could have come up with a finish to match.
Aimed long and direct. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead?
Gremio showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. Oh, terrible pass. Has a shot!
Gremio merit full marks for their attitude.
Has a swing at it! And that has been clubbed away. Oh, nearly is nothing. Fluminense, their final change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think.
It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Pumps it into the area. It's gone a long way up and away. That's been won straight back. Steered out wide. And that's that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
The action has already started. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to slip it through. So what now? passes it through. That intervention was very necessary. Chip through. Now here's the through ball. It's out for a goal kick. Fluminense must be pretty concerned about this fixture pile-up.
Yeah, and when you've got fixture congestion, it only takes an injury or two and it can heap more pressure.
Has a pop! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Tries a through ball.
That's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Just brushed off the ball there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're already back underway here.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
That had to be more accurate. Fluminense boast a very impressive defensive record of late. Plays a clever pass. And the finish! To report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Hit long and direct. He'll have a dip! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Ball is over the line. Shoots!
goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or, dare I say, throw it away now.
Spreads it wide. Goes for the cross. Knocks it away. Now the pass.
I certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Aimed long and direct.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Lovely bit of skill. Here's the chance to cross. Lobs it in gently. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. It has ended in disappointment, defeat, and back to the drawing board.